Some say true peace is found only by the rarest souls, the ones who have nothing left to prove, nothing left to chase. In a quiet mountain village at the very edge where the earth touched the clouds, there lived an old lady who had discovered that secret. Her house was tiny, made of stone and covered with ivy, yet every corner of it glowed with warmth and love. She had no children, no gold coins tucked away, and no family name that carried pride. But she had something far greater: peace. Every morning, before the mist lifted from the mountains, she lit a small fire in her fireplace, the smoke curling into the sky like a whispered prayer. She made soup from whatever her garden offered, sometimes carrots, sometimes wild greens, and as it simmered, she hummed old forgotten songs her grandmother once sang. The villagers loved her gentle spirit. When their hearts were heavy, they came to her cottage to find comfort in her quiet smile and patient eyes. Even when she had almost nothing, she smiled, not because her life was perfect, but because she had learned to see beauty in imperfection. One evening, as the mountains disappeared into a purple fog and the wind moaned through the trees, there came a knock at her door, slow and heavy. She opened it carefully. A tall man stood outside, his cloak dark, his face hidden beneath a hood, his eyes gleaming like stars caught in shadow. "Who are you?" she asked softly. The traveler smiled faintly. "Just someone passing by," he said, "but I've heard of you. You've lived a good life, a simple and honest one. Tonight, I'll give you a choice." She raised an eyebrow. "A choice? At my age, young man, I've made all the choices worth making." He chuckled. "Perhaps, but this one is different. There are 3 doors waiting for you. Behind one lies your deepest desire. Behind the other 2, only disappointment." She smiled wearily. "My deepest desire? I've learned to live without such things." But the traveler insisted, "Come with me. Just look. What harm can it do?" Out of kindness, or perhaps curiosity, she followed him through the moonlit fields. When they reached the heart of the meadow, she stopped. Before her stood 3 doors rising from the grass. One was golden and glittered like the sun. One was carved from smooth, polished wood, and the third was old and rusted, its hinges weak, its surface marked by time. "Choose one," the traveler said. Her eyes moved across them, but without hesitation, she stepped toward the rusted door. The traveler frowned. "Why that one?" "It looks broken." She smiled gently. "Because the most beautiful things in my life have always come in old, worn packages. A wrinkled smile from a stranger, a faded letter, a chipped cup that still holds warmth. The best things are never shiny." She turned the handle and opened it. Inside, there was nothing, no treasure, no light, only dust and silence. The traveler waited for sadness, but she only laughed softly. "Aren't you upset?" he asked. "No," she said. "I came into this world with nothing, and I still have my smile." "So I didn't lose anything at all." The traveler opened the other 2 doors. Behind the golden one lay mountains of gold and jewels, and behind the wooden one a mirror showing the old lady young and beautiful again, surrounded by wealth and admiration. "You could have had all of this," he said softly. "You could have had more." She looked into his eyes and smiled. "More than peace? More than knowing how to smile in the dark? More than a heart that sleeps without envy? I already chose the right door." Then she turned and walked home through the silver fields. Her small stone house glowed warmly in the night, the fire still flickering, the soup still bubbling. Her soft songs waiting for her return. She sat by the window, humming to the stars, her heart calm and full. The traveler stood far away, watching the chimney smoke rise into the cold night sky, and at last he understood. Happiness isn't hidden behind golden doors. It lives in the heart that can be grateful even when the door is empty. Be content where you are. Smile when life feels small. Love when there's little to love, for that quiet peace is the greatest treasure of all. If you felt the warmth of this story, share it with someone who needs peace today. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that touch the heart.